Yeah, that's right. Tell them.
You know, if I feel you wearing something that's going to reflect who you are, I'll go with that. But other than that, yeah, I won't do it.
How about you, Ava? Where do you see the future of hip-hop fashion going next in terms of self-expression?
I think it's going to be very interesting. I think first, before I answer that, I just really have to tell this Brooklyn audience, I love y'all. My home is everything. I feel like I'm sitting in my living room right now, and you guys look beautiful tonight. To answer the question, I believe technology is going to really be that added sauce for us besides the music. Music and fashion have always been our two biggest influences, but technology, and let's talk about AI, right? Literally, all of those things incorporated, the metaverse, all the things we're seeing. You look like, when I looked at, how many of you remember Blade Runners? Yeah. That's where we're at already, like, and I think that's a Blade Runner outfit right there, right? Like literally, you're gonna be wearing Alexa, like, and you'll plug your clothing and open the door for me. Like I can see that happening. We have fabric that is made in a bottle, and you can pour it, and it turns into liquid. Into fabric from liquid. That's now. So imagine what it's gonna be like 5-10 years once they figure out this AI with fabric and all the things. I think it's gonna be really interesting, and watch out.
It also brings to the conversation a whole bunch of questions about ethics and how we're gonna, have economic justice with that. But that's another panel. Right now, we have time for some questions from the audience. So please, I gotta be tight on time. So please let it be a question and not a monologue. All right. Yes, you ma'am. Do you need the mic?
No, I actually am pretty good.
You got that Brooklyn voice.
Thank you. Hi, Portia Snowden. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, really quickly. What I noticed is that a lot of musicians these days, there's a lot of pages dedicated to identifying the pieces that they're wearing. Like even coming in today, I saw a page that identified every single piece that a performance artist had on. How do you guys decide between picking items that are off the runway or when you're deciding to custom make something just for that artist? Where's the intersection between what is trending and what is just specifically only ever going to be seen on that artist?
What you have just stated has a lot to do with the life and death of fashion. Branding is very dangerous. Couture will free you up. So it's not by accident that you see major brands, they have those real extravagant shows. That's showing what they can do, but that's not being released. So you got both of those waves coming at you. So that generates excitement. Once a brand stops generating excitement and they get identified with a certain style, the death knell sounds. You have to be. That's why I make sure I have this partnership. Means collaboration with Gap, the collaboration with Puma, but I still do the Dapper Dan because I don't want to get locked into an identity. I always want to be able to define because, like I said earlier, I want to define the culture. And once you get a brand, you have to be very careful with it. You're making a statement, and a lot of the brands get in trouble financially.
Thank you.
You want to answer? Hey, go on.
I think that for me, how I started is how I still am, right? In terms of takes a lot, artists can pay for it, but it's not realistic in the stores. But that always drives the business as well.
Come down. for you guys, okay?
Okay.
Can you guys get my model?
I'm from Howard, so. There's a different kind of creative spirit that comes out. So when hip hop first started, right, the rock hip, it's the messaging, you know, and then I don't like this whole thing about nigga attitude. I understand that, but and I understand that it's the nature of the culture, but there's a light side of culture and there's a dark side of culture. I never did anything that was associated with the dark side of culture. I never made any gay paraphernalia. I mean, any guys came to me and said, man, I want to fly my colors. I said, you can't fly it here. I'm from a different type of background. But I think that they were necessary because they were voicing what was going on then, and that was a big shift in the culture. So I think it was necessary, but it wasn't the direction I could go.
And for me, so fun fact, I was born in LA. And I came to I'll tell you before you read about it. But no, I was born there. My father was in the music business, so we landed here as a baby. But my cousin is Diane Reeves, and just to get to the answer of this, she was in LA, and she was doing the Grammys or something. I was very young, and I was just starting with Walkway. I was about 20, and she sent me to come out to go to the Grammys. Now, at this time, I was all things hip hop, public enemy out, right, in Brooklyn. And I think I saw the first video with Eazy-E jumping through the thing, and that was me all day. I was so anti-establishment, rebellious. I'm like, there's more people that think about, you know, the oppression, all the things that are telling our stories, like CNN around. I want to see what that hood is like. So I went out to LA, and it touched me because I'm Mexican. I saw that whole culture of gang life, of this, you know, you start questioning what your life would have been like if you grew up in LA, right? And then I have a natural love for people that are telling our stories, whether it's my story or not, especially those stories that don't get voice. And in the beginning, I understood exactly where NWA was coming from, because the whole police thing, from Michael Stewart to Eleanor Bumpers to yada yada, we were experiencing that here. So when they were like against the police, I understood that, right? So when I went out there and felt the culture of the West Coast, for me, my influence in fashion is fashion, fit, and function. I wanted to create timeless pieces that were married together through workwear and fashion, and that was East and West Coast to me. Your question